Magic. It's Los Angeles, California, and Staples Center. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams.
And Ed, when you think about greatness, you think about this franchise has 16 titles. That's the second highest number in the NBA, but they're making the right moves to hopefully get to 17 soon.
Let's see if this Lakers franchise can recapture the glory. We're ready to go in this one. The opening tip is won by the Rockets. Paul. He was hacked. They let it go. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities now. Oh! Out there looking like Dikembe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The result, he's going to the line.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. LeBron with it up top. Down just a couple. Oh, bad pass as the Rockets come away with it.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know just like I know you're not getting back on D.
LeBron into the front court. He'll run the offense. And he's going to the free throw line.
Guys like Gary Payton will always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Bet.
First try at the line, no good. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. James Harden at the controls. Fires the 3. His first effort off the mark. Ingram against Chris Paul. To Kyle Kuzma. Trying to cash in. Kuzma can't connect.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
And the rebound taken down by the Lakers. LeBron into the front court. Down by 1. Here comes the screen. From the outside, no good. Now Paul with the basketball. Looking to make something happen to the rim. Lays it in off the alley-oop pass.
You have to understand something. I do not care that you're 1 of 6 from the field. The only statistic that matters is the final score.
Los Angeles, they have it. LeBron James matched up with P.J. Tucker. Surveys the floor to James.
CPU going to play smarter and wiser, and players will all get buckets.
It's no good. Paul across the timeline. Up by 3. Big finish at the rim. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Foot was on the line. It's a turnover.
NBA live streaming, emoji backhand index pointing right, emoji backhand index pointing down, 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 emoji basketball, emoji basketball, emoji basketball, URL.
Paul to Capella. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Across the timeline comes James. Right now, gets it in the left corner. And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Nope, first one does not go.
Gotta get adjusted to these.
Knocks down the second after missing the first. With the rock, it's Chris Paul. Here comes the screen. Sizing up the defense. Paul to Harden.
These sliders will challenge you to play smarter and use IQ.
James Harden fires for two. Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
I mean, I don't know how much better the defense has to play you on that one. The guy was right in your grill and you still knocked it down.
James here against P.J. Tucker. Clint Capella sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Paul with it up top. 10-2 the score. And too much contact.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Substitution being made in this one.
ULL get realistic stats from the CPU.
Tucker. For three. And knocks it down. Jay, for the defender, tough to gamble once the ball's behind the arc.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
James into the front court. Trailing by 11. Driving right to the basket. With a drop step. Doesn't get the bounce.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
To Paul. Shot clock to 4 for Houston. It's Paul for 2. Ooh, Chris Paul. Missed his first. That one goes.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
LeBron James matched up with P.J. Tucker. Screen coming. Nothing going here on that drive. The screen sets him up for 2. Jay, what makes LeBron so special on the offensive end?
Well, first and foremost, look at that frame. 6'9", 265 pounds with the agilities of a guard. He can blow by you. If he dips that shoulder, there's no way. There is nobody in the NBA that can guard that man one-on-one.
Has a chance? That's what you come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
LeBron, let us turn up with my
Tucker.
Lakers.
JaVale McGee, deep left corner. To James. Kyle Kuzma. That's how you defend.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Gordon to the basket, but a shot no good. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Rondo matched up with Paul. To Caldwell Pope. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Gordon with it. His guys
what
up by 15.
What do you think of the sliders, bro?
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Eric Gordon finished second in the six-man of the year voting after winning the previous year. But what's even more astonishing, development at his time in Houston. In New Orleans, often it looked like he was lost. But there's no doubt about it. In H-Town last year, he found a second life.
I like him.
Paul into the front court. The lead is 15. To P.J. Tucker. Paul to Harden. Gets it down to Capella. Goes to the left side. Has a look. Wide open look. Won't go.
The defense has to find a way to become mentally present in this ball game. Another open look, the offense is picking them apart.
Gordon with it. The advantage is 13 points. To Paul.
You should notice in the huge difference in CPU gameplay style.
And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
First one
Big
goes
difference.
down.
Substitutions, Houston.
Able to convert on both free throws. LBJ has it. To Kyle Kuzma. Now a steal as the Rockets have it. JaVale McGee pins it. That's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon.
They sort of play like themselves and they get buckets like your main keys
Rondo into the
guys.
front court. Trailing by 15. The drive. Right to the basket. Finish that. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
And they call it.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Team foul number 4.
Beyond the arc for three. Off the iron. No good.
You
To
what good
James.
homies.
Trying to cash in. LeBron James. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
What
Down
is
low
but
Capella.
iconic.
Ah, the monster stuff. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first
I
quarter.
see
That's
G
the way
Money
you take
getting
it
your
right to
NBA
your
Live
opponent.
grind
You
on.
attack right out of the game.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's
What
a
a
great
scoop,
sell
bro.
by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Yo fam, I might drop a new mix. They whooping my ass right now, lol. Coolin' fam.
LeBron James at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 73%. Free throw good as he finishes off the three-point play. That shaves the deficit down to 10. To P.J. Tucker. Paul.
Combo Rockets is a beast team and you using my great sliders it as a whole different ball game bro.
Fires the three, smothering D.
LOL
Rondo with the
then I just
basketball.
noticed.
They find themselves down 10. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
That's what they need to do more of. Attack that basket. Hit him where it hurts.
To Paul. Gordon's shot misses. LeBron with it up top. Down 8. Kyle Kuzma. Offensive rebound. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim,
Brew, I know
inevitably
a
the
couple
floor
no
will open
sliders
up for you to
tricks
knock
to
down
make
some
game
threes.
extra tough.
Paul. To Capella. Gets a shot up. Off the mark. Here's Rondo with it. Exactly a minute to go here in the opening quarter. To Kyle Kuzma. Caldwell Pope. Picked up by Paul. Clint Capella rejects it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Gordon with it. Up by 6. Paul. That's off the side of the rim. No good. It's James controlling the offense. Kuzma. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot from the lane won't go. Driving right to the basket. Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing
I
that
think
speed
these
and taking
sliders
away
are
the lane.
tough enough bro. I've been messing
That
with
misses
sliders
with
all
2
day and
seconds
by
to go.
far these are the best of the best
That ends
for
the
Lit
first quarter.
1-9.
The Rockets with the lead. Good start to this one. After one quarter of play, on to the second period. Jay, neither team was able to get control to start this one.
Well, first off, I'm going to take my analytical hat off and then put my fan hat on. This has been a blasé first quarter. Not good, not bad, right in between. Let's see how both teams come out and try to adjust themselves
Interesting
in the second
results
half.
so
And the
far.
reward, he's going to the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
LeBron James, couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. Can't connect on the first free throw.
For LA, number 3, Josh Hart. And number 41.
Before you start your game go to yo defensive strategies, ... and have them double team your shooters when they catch the ball dribble and down low.
Oh, he missed them both. Paul into the front court. Up 6. And a whistle.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Rajon Rondo. That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Paul buries the wide open 3. That's too easy.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Rondo matched up with Paul. To James. Here comes the screen. James. To Josh Hart.
I tried this too
Drive here,
long
but
ago.
the shot stays out.
And you
The
see so many
defense is
players
gonna
quit
follow
on
no
the play
beats
after they were
everywhere
beat
you
the
go
first
throw
time,
the ball.
but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Tough make through traffic.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Now Paul with the basketball. Lead stands at 7.
I be catching hell with the chit.
To Capella. That's no good. Los Angeles has the basketball. Clint Capella sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Gordon with it. His team up by 7. The pass set it all up.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Gordon with it. He'll run the offense. Paul. Has a chance. Gordon with a shot off the mark. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Eric. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Number 14, Brandon Ingram. Stepping in for Houston, number 35.
Rondo matched up with P.J. Tucker. Has a look. And scores.
The assist from number 3, Josh Hart.
Here's Paul.
My purpose of
Controlling
these
the
sliders
offense.
is to master how
To
players
Rivers.
score. And how they can beat you in the paint and outside of the paint.
Nothing going here
like
on that
these.
drive. Austin Rivers to P.J. Tucker. Gerald Green. Trying to cash in. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
The assist, number 3.
Paul across the timeline. Leads 1. Austin Rivers to Paul. Shot clock winding down. Paul to P.J. Tucker. Lets it fly from long range. Tucker, dead on three-point shooter. Tough to guard.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing.
Oh, he
You would
couldn't get it
definitely
to go.
need balance with the CPU offensive scoring
Houston
and
with the
defense.
basketball. Gerald Green to P.J. Tucker. Paul to P.J. Tucker. Can't connect. And the Lakers clear. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Yes, these sliders is the best out there. The CPU is balance out.
Brandon Ingram trying to cash in on the three-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. The free throw is good. It's back to a one-point game. It's Rockets ball. Harden to Capella. Gerald Green to Harden. Five seconds to shoot. Harden. Oh, good offense, beating good defense.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion, the backspin. It gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
To Josh Hart. From the painted area,
I
won't
spent
go
my
down.
time on this slider switching back and forth from
Oh,
1-8
the
to
whistle.
1-9.
Jay, take your hands off of me.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 2.
Had a chance, but it's no good. Hart to Caldwell Pope. Kenneth Faried with a piece.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
To Harden. James Harden, 3 for 6 now. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Rondo here against Harden. Oh, had him going there for a second. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
And the last 10 sequences down the court, everybody's touched the ball. You don't see anybody with any kind of
My
negative
sliders are
expressions on
damn
their
near
face
the same
because
for both games,
everybody's
LOL.
eating.
Harden to Faried. And Jay, they call the foul.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor.
Number 3, Chris Paul.
They making me work, LOL.
Mike Muscala snatching it out of the air.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
Into front court comes Rondo, trailing by 4. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Brandon Ingram to the line, shooting 2.
Knocks down the first.
My sliders on 1-8 is better than these. But this one works wonders. LOL, yay, I see.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Paul with it up top. 2-point advantage. Harden. It's good for 3.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like your spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Lakers ball. Rondo against Chris Paul. To Stevenson. Clint Capella. Huge block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Paul into the front court. Up 5. Took it down the lane, but it's no good.
Why is the foul?
Whistled for the
Harden
foul.
is on
Coming
shit,
up at the free
LOL.
throw line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
First free throw is good. And gets both to drop at the line. Houston takes over. Brandon Ingram able to recover with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
He gets it.
He was so wide open. Pretty much looked like a deer staring into the headlights. Last resort, but still, points on the board.
Commentary be sounding so basic. Emoji happy tears. Emoji happy tears. Emoji
Ball into the
happy
front
tears.
court. Leads just a point. James Harden. With that, he's 5 for 9.
1-8 the CPU
Normally
seems
don't
smarter
see
than
that,
Liv
but that's the
1-9,
type
but
of
as a
thing that
fact
keeps
I
shooters
test
in the
both
league for
games.
a long
1-9
time.
seems a
Every
bit dumb.
once in a while, they venture into the paint.
LeBron here against Green. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. Harden into the front court. Leads 3. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
And that transition offense was flawless. When guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Harden trying to take it to the basket, but a shot stays out. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Lakers at the controls right now. James, a pass taken away by the Rockets.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Capella. And the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
G-Money, you need to double team your shooters on outside once they catch the ball so you can force them to throw the ball low.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People
Money,
become
if
so
you want
fixated
my
on the
1/8
hands
sliders,
or the
I
arms
can
or the
give you
strength of
those.
the arms. I look at the legs, the strength of his legs, help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Chris
How
Paul
you double
at the
team and
line for
dropping a
chance at
blank
three-point
LOL.
play. A career 86% from the line. Ball's free throw, good. A three-point play as the Rockets add to their lead. Caldwell Pope matched up with Paul. Here comes the screen. Caldwell Pope down to Chandler. Clint Capella swats it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Rockets in control of the basketball. Paul. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
ILL test the
And
1/8
he's
sliders
fouled. He's
too.
going to the line for 2.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
James Harden at the line for 2 shots. A career 85% free throw shooter.
I actually like these a lot though.
And he connects on the first free throw. And he makes them both. Los Angeles, they have it. LeBron James takes on Eric Gordon. Takes stock of the floor with a drop step. Off the mark. Gordon with it. It's an 8-point lead.
You.
To Paul. Ooh, Chris Paul.
If
Now
you
4
play
for 9.
1/8 with my 1/8 sliders,
Well, when you
you'll
play
be
for
even
each
more
other and
amazed
not
how
just for
great it
yourself,
looks compared
that's
to
when
one
great
now.
things happen. You
Just
essentially
go to the
lose
defensive
yourself in what the
strategies and
team is
change it
trying
to double team
accomplish.
either on the
It's called
catch or
unselfish
ball or whenever
basketball.
they
And there's
dribble. It's
nothing more
best use
beautiful
it
than
when to
rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. James against Chris Paul. To Kyle Kuzma for three. Good contest. Made it tough for Kuzma.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Fareed. And he hits.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as a difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive. But when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Tyson Chandler has got 2 shots coming. Career mark of 64%.
Man, the shorts look weird on the players. You can do the same for when they post too soon as they catch ball, or you can double team and lock the CPU post guy down.
So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Rockets have the ball. Paul to Capella. On the drive, it's Harden, but a shot no good.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call.
Cold Need Money, everyone is getting buckets, more of a realistic approach to real basketball.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Number 17, PJ Tucker.
Paul to Harden. To Paul. It's Harden. He's looking for that touch.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Here comes the screen. Another chance. Clint Capella tips it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
LeBron into the front court. Trailing by 15. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Harden. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
McGee is so ass LOL.
And hits the first free throw.
Combo. One foul. Emoji happy tears. Emoji happy tears. Emoji happy tears.
Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. That misses with a second to go. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Kuzma Kanti Hitchit. Lakers vs Houston NBA live streaming. Emoji backhand index pointing right. Emoji backhand index pointing down. 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 Emoji backhand index point skipping the rest. I want to say he s acid as just Capella is actually better than McGee LOL.
The Rockets entered halftime with a solid lead. Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible. And if they can keep that up, it's going to be tough to keep that team down. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Houston Rockets. The Lakers are in need of some changes at the half. They've been scrappy, doing their best to be competitive. We'll see if their efforts are more rewarded in the second half. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Game track. Three-point shooting. Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete. But even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights.
Imagine how the game will be like if we had size-ups and more animations.
Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
That's what I am saying, bro.
Fellas, back to you.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway.
That's all they need is the
Los
six-ups and
Angeles
animations.
has the basketball.
The game is 6 and 7 right now.
James. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Buries it. On the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Paul to Capella. And the finish. Slam dunk.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
To James. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
LeBron James. A couple of free throws on the way. He struggled so far. First one, count it. Two for 2 on that trip. And now Houston has the basketball. Paul. And that's rebounded by the Lakers. Kuzma, Harden's on him. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He missed his first 4 from downtown. He finally gets a 3 to go.
I'm going to tell you what every shooter thinks after he misses 4 in a row. One has to go in eventually.
To Harden from long range. That no good, off the mark. LeBron into the front
I
court.
like how you
His
got
guys
this game
trail
at a
by
lower
10.
price than 2K cause
What a
2K got a
finish.
whole
This
lot of issues
offseason,
too
I
for
heard
a
so
game
many
to be
voices,
6-0
even
bucks
that of the
without.
great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external
Freestyle dribble
accolades.
controls
It's
need
about
an
hunting your
upgrade.
own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Always has a chance for Tucker, but not that time. Ingram matched up with Capella. Not that time. Now Paul with the basketball. His team on top by 8. Ooh, Chris Paul. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
Look, the Rockets don't take too many mid-range jumpers. Actually, last season, they led the league in three-point attempts. Glad to see them actually find a two-point shot relevant these days.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
I want like 200 different type of dunks or more added to NBA Live 2.0. They need post moves control like
Gets to the basket
2K15.
and scores.
It just seems like one of three things happen every time James Harden has the ball.
Facts.
Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a three. Pick your poison.
Second effort. It's Capella who clears the rebound. Paul across the timeline. Lead stands at 10. To Harden. Here comes the screen. And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the
They
upward
can
motion
keep
to
their
shoot the
dunks, it
basketball.
doesn't
Big
even
time
look
play.
real. Big facts.
First one goes
They
down.
need dribble moves.
Goes 2 for 2. Lakers ball. Ingram picked up by Paul. Clint Capella with the block.
This
They
game is all
always say
about
they add
playing
new
mind
post
tricks on
moves and
people.
it be same shit.
Offense is
Emoji
more
happy
worried about
tears.
getting their
Emoji
shot blocked
happy
than they are
tears.
about actually
Emoji
making
happy
the shot.
tears. Emoji happy tears. Knowing 2K they do anything to drain your wallet lol.
Across the
Emoji
timeline
happy
comes
tears.
James.
EAISNT
Trailing by
a
14.
back game for them dropping the price to $6 is a win lol.
McGee powers it through. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first three quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
I take
To
it back,
PJ
they need
Tucker,
Jesus.
Capella down low. And the Lakers with the rebound. James into the front court. The deficit now up to a dozen. A bad pass as the Rockets come away with it.
EA
You know,
is
Ed,
pathetic,
sometimes
basically
you're just
getting bitch
more ready
smacked
to
by
play
2K
than your opponent.
SMH.
The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Out of bounds the call. Last touch by JaVale McGee. Time to shuffle things up.
Laughing. Keeping's NBA Live 2.0 needs.
Tucker. To Capella. And draws the foul.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Clint Capella at the line for 2 shots. A career 48% free throw shooter. First try, no good.
NBA 2K stealing lids WNBA idea. Yup.
Missed the second one as well.
Signature size up, more dribble moves.
Ingram against Chris Paul. Here comes the screen. The drive right to the basket. Knocked loose. Rockets have it. Tucker to Paul. Fires the three.
I
Not
want to
getting the
call it
bounce.
stealing when you hasn't
LeBron with it
done
up
shit
top.
with it
Down
lol.
12. Got it.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him
LOL.
penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Yup.
Here's Harden with the rock.
Only gotta play now.
The pass taken away by the Lakers. To the rim, lays it up and in.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Harden in possession. It's an 8-point lead. 4-3. It's good. That's the shot they wanted him to take.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Here's a chance from long range. Not that time. He missed it. It's theirs now. To Paul. They work it to Capella. Down low. Good look that time, but off the mark. Slams it down. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
We in 2019 Y Live 19 feels like a
Capella
PS2 game
to
with
Paul.
HD graphics.
Nice pass to set things up. Harden, wide open look, won't go.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
Beyond the arc for 3. Knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
Today's league just throws that old school stuff out of the window. Why have 2s when you can shoot 3s, even on fast breaks?
Signature
Guys
size up
spread out towards
signature
the
dunk
three-point line
package would
instead
be a
of laying the
plus
ball
for
easy at the
NBA
rim.
Live 2-0.
Out of bounds the call. Last touch by JaVale McGee. Opposing coach is going to counter. Make some changes of his own.
Number 10, Eric Gordon.
Missed it. Almost a foul.
I
They let
have
it
no
go.
idea. They spent all the time on the new motion
Kuzma
system like
to
they
James.
did with Madden.
Here comes the screen. Kuzma
I'm
against
still
Tucker.
waiting on face mask Google's
he had him
2.
there for a
Emoji
second.
happy
Not
tears.
loose.
Emoji happy tears. Emoji happy tears.
Has a
Emoji
chance.
happy tears.
Shot by Shumpert off the mark. Here's Kuzma. Brings the ball up court. Fires the 3. Good contest. Made it tough for Kuzma.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
LeBron into the front court. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit.
Goggles. That would be a plus for 1-8 and 1-9. Why we got to wait for signature dribbling while 2K is going to be even more of a
5 to
bigger
shoot for
game.
Los Angeles. Lets it fly from long range. Buries the trifecta.
And the game flow in the second half is completely different than the first. That first half equals out of sight, out of mind. Way to recalibrate in the locker room and find your rhythm back on the court.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Harden. Rockets with 4 to shoot. Able to convert inside.
Old school
EA
equals
needs
high
to add the
percentage.
dribbling and animations in Live 19.
LeBron James with the rock. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Reggie Bullock
They
trying to
can add it
cash
for
in on a
sure.
3-point play. For his career, 79% at the line.
They added all that
Free
other
throw
shit.
try, off the mark. Rivers into the front court. Leads 5. Curling inside. Free throws coming up.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that
We need
foul
to edit
can
the
end up
player's
becoming a
jump shot,
momentum changer.
dribbling and
Let's see
dunking.
how this one plays out.
Misses the first.
How to at Harden break with double team. MOG man face palming with medium dark skin tone. RNBA live streaming. MOG backhand index pointing right. MOG backhand index pointing down. MOG backhand index pointing down. MOG backhand index skipping the rest. I know they can add it, but their focus is on gear and events. I don't care for that. EA better come with something. The Real player motion is cool and I will not infuse it with points. Stop bringing the signature size up me.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Harden buries it.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
Jonas will link his Brewers.
The margin standing now at 7. Missed a wide open look. Rivers with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Harden gets it in the left corner. For 3. Called in by James. Stevenson to Caldwell Pope. The jumper's off the mark.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still you got to make that one.
And he's going to the line to shoot. Lance Stevenson. He's got 2 shots coming. For his career, 68%. Knocks down the first.
Yay, I can careless about events.
And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Deep left corner. Harden. And the Lakers have the rebound. To James. Stevenson matched up with Gerald Green. To Caldwell Pope. James. He engulfed him that time.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Gerald Green to Fareed. Too much contact, and free throws coming.
No, no, no. I'll tell you, the team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Kenneth Fareed, couple of free throws on the way. A career 65% free throw shooter. First free throw is good.
I don't understand the way EA is moving from 1-4 through 1-5. We had CXN players real jump shot animations. 1-6 came out removed dribbling on E. 1-9 came along, they bought back real signature jump shear. Shot.
Rondo with the basketball. Down 8. Goes to the right side. Kuzma. And a chance coming up at the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
And he connects on the first free throw. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second.
Although 2-0 ISNT improved and done with the
7. From the outside, no good. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the
It's
line
these
for
fucked
2.
up ass fanboys winning about every fucking thing, causing EA to lose focus with their creativity.
Oops, he missed the first one.
Me too.
Good bounce
They
back.
need
Hits
new
the
bets.
second. It's a 1-of-2 trip.
Real shit though fam. I'm not buying NBA Live
Here's Rondo with it.
195. I want a
Margins
real
8.
upgrade.
To Kyle Kuzma. Won't go. To Gerald Green. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Gerald Green at the line for 2 shots. A career 81% free throw shooter. First try at the line, no good. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw.
Clippers versus Houston NBA live streaming. MOG backhand index pointing right. MOG backhand index pointing down. 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 MOG basketball. MOG basketball. MOG basketball. URL.
Big time
1-8 was legit good. 1-9 was okay. Very similar to 1-8. Same thing that goes for 2K Ombo. Brew, I've been done with 2K fuckery after NBA 2K16. MOG happy tears. MOG happy tears. MOG happy tears.
Nope. First one does not go. Second one's good. Splits the pair. Harden has it up the floor. To Rivers. Driving right to the basket. Right down Broadway. 4-2.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Rondo matched up with Rivers. Can't connect from inside. Gerald Green slams it down. That misses with a second to go. Third quarter comes to an end. It's been all Rockets.
Fourth quarter, here we go.
It's the Rockets in control of the basketball.
See
As
if
we
we
start
can
the
mount
fourth
a
quarter,
comeback.
they have clearly been the better side so far.
May I
Jay,
have a lot of
that's
fun with
reflected
Live
on the
1-8. I
scoreboard.
used to
Well, the
can
cardinal
dribble my
rule
ass
in the
off
game
on
of
the
sports
game
is
and do
whenever
all
you go into
kind
the
of
fourth
dirt shit
quarter,
while
it's
playing the game.
0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. If you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the fourth.
Now it's Harden at the controls. To Rivers.
One thing that pissed me off about EA is they gave only 4 players with their real player likeness on how they move to
we
their
got a
real
chance
player
to
count.
firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Caldwell Pope to Kyle Kuzma. A drive to the basket, but it somehow stays out. Harden with it up top. Lead is 12. To Rivers.
2K18 was the worst of the 2Ks. Everybody trashed the game.
sometimes less
MOG
is more.
happy
Keeping it
tears.
simple
MOG
is the
happy
best way.
tears. MOG happy tears. MOG happy tears.
Rondo into the front court. He'll run the offense. Stevenson here against P.J. Tucker. Here comes the screen to Caldwell Pope. Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Harden to Rivers. Harden.
Watch that cutter.
Runner here won't go down. And the basket good at the rim.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Now it's Harden controlling the offense. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
James Harden at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's been steady, 83% at the line. Harden hits the free throw. It's a three-point play. The Rockets extend their lead. Rondo with the basketball. The deficit now up to 13. Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Oh, okay. I don't see any more phantom screens like I did in the first half. I actually see people being hit, which opens up three-point shooters to operate off those screens. It's all coming together.
Caldwell Pope. Kentavious Caldwell Pope. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even
I
gets to the
really
rim.
can't
Did you
say
see
it
that
as
look
the
on his
worst
face?
when
That was a look of a
1-0-1-9 the
three-point
gameplay
play.
is
You're always
literally the
going in
same,
thinking
only
you get more
difference
at
is
the
the
rim.
globe is an
Here comes the
impassioned
screen.
certainty.
Harden to P.J. Tucker. Down to Fareed. No good. Caldwell Pope to Kyle Kuzma. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, short.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
From long range, can't force those. Stevenson misses. Harden with the basketball. His team on top by 8. To Gerald Green. Harden to Rivers. Short jumper off the mark. To Caldwell Pope. Flushes it home.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
EA could be getting ahead of 2K right now by asking us what we want in the next game. Brew, I think it would be dope if EA developers went.
To the basket goes Rivers, but his shot stays out. Los Angeles, they have it. To Kyle Kuzma, fires the three. It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
Most definitely contact on that forearm during the follow-through. You have to give the offensive player a lot of credit. The concentration you need to make a shot after getting fouled, that's big time.
0 Lakers versus Houston NBA live streaming, emoji backhand index pointing right, emoji backhand index pointing down, 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 emoji basketball, emoji basketball, emoji basketball, URL skipping the rest.
Into the front court.
That is all they have to do. Only thing that can save EA is by having tons of animations and dribbling like 2K.
To Fareed. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
Kuzma against Tucker.
No bro, they had far more bugs in 2K18 should it is.
Blocking
Dribbling
so
and
many
that
shots
animations
only
is
gives
like
your
icing
perimeter
on the
that
cake.
much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Mike D'Antoni going to make some moves and set his matchups. Stevenson. To Kyle Kuzma. Now ready to shoot at the line.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls
I knew
like that being called in
2K18
a
was
close
whack
game.
after the
Sometimes
prelude
you just
bullshit.
gotta let them play, ref.
Can't connect on the first free throw.
I think if they bring back NBA All-Star Weekend to the game would be a nice touch.
Second one goes. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Houston with the basketball. To Paul. Can slam it down. Here's Rondo with it. His guy's down 3. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? Over and back.
Lakers
They're gonna make
versus
some
Houston
changes with
NBA
some
live
new
streaming,
personnel on the
emoji
floor.
backhand index pointing right, emoji backhand index pointing down, 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 emoji backhand index pointing down,
Rondo
emoji
against Chris
backhand
Paul.
index pointing down, emoji basketball,
Nice
emoji
pass to get
basketball,
things going.
emoji
And not every
basketball,
pass needs to be a home run pass or
URL.
thread the needle. Sometimes an easy kick ahead or an easy shuffle pass can make the game simple. The more simplistic the game is, the more efficient you'll be as a unit.
Harden to Paul. Harden to Capella.
EA at the All-Stars Weekend that game is gonna
Shot from
sell
that
out the
close, no
emoji
good.
chart increasing.
To James.
I have never experienced bugs because I am more of a play
Shot from
now
the lane,
user,
won't
but
go.
looking at the gameplay of 1-8 to 1-9 is literally
It's
the
James
same
Harden
game,
once
just
again.
1-9.
To Capella.
Skipping the rest.
Not
Better
loose.
sweat and color of the ball.
And that's going to get out of bounds. Off a Laker. So the Rockets hold on to the basketball. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups.
Houston Rockets, number 10, Eric Gordon. And number 17, PJ Tucker.
Paul? Yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good. He has that sixth sense that you just can't teach.
He's like a traffic cop, and he's navigating a myriad of bodies coming his way. And there's a smaller innuendo of the game that nobody talks about. When he makes a great pass, he'll tell the offensive player, shoot it, go up, dunk it. He will direct you and lead you to success.
Harden in possession. Leads a bucket. To Paul. Here comes the screen. To Harden. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Eric Gordon, a couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 75% so far tonight. And hits the first free throw.
For LA, number 0, Kyle Kuzma.
Close game so far.
Able to convert on both free throws.
Can you
Los
get this
Angeles
W?
has the basketball. James against Tucker. Here comes the screen. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
The defense should have picked up on that action. That's going to cost them.
Harden to Paul. That is great vision to set it up. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
No, no, no. I'll tell you. The team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Hopefully.
Off the mark on the first free throw. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. LBJ with it. For three. Now that's a contest.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Paul to Harden. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. Harden. Kyle Kuzma pins it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Here's CP3. Pulls up for two.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Ingram against Harden. Here comes the screen. Tight space with the crossover. And they called the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
I've seen it happen so many times.
2K16 to me is still last game that comes close to what 2K14 was. 2K17 player models was odd looking. 2K18 lighting and texture looked too awful.
First one, count it. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. To P.J. Tucker.
2K19 is just a copy of 2K18. Minor fixes, nothing too serious.
To James. With a drop step. Rebound taken in by Fareed. Harden to Paul. Oh, nice find for the basket.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Ah, rocking the rim.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs a guard on the next play down the court.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. To Paul. Shot clock to 4 for Houston. Harden. Tough shot. Well defended. Hart sizing up Eric Gordon. To James. Oh, had him going there for a second. To James. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. And
All should
throws
I
it
see
down.
you see the defense switched
man,
up
did you see that
fast.
swiftness?
Nice.
He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. It's Rockets ball. Harden to Fareed. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Here's a chance from long range. Can't get the bounce. LeBron into the front court. His guys now trailing by a point.
1-4 and 1-6 is my favorite on PS4 Xbox One. Copy and paste, yes, so the thing is 1-8 can be the worst of 1-9 copy and paste what 1-8 was LOL. Emoji happy tears, sad B.
That's not a good sign.
Gordon with it. His guys now down by a point. PJ Tucker. Paul. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit him.
To PJ Tucker. Here comes the screen. Gordon, defended by Tyson Chandler. Tucker. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear
Let
any
us see
excuses.
if my Lakers
That's why
can
you're on
get
the
it
floor.
up.
You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Lakers versus Houston NBA live streaming. Emoji backhand index pointing right. Emoji backhand index pointing down. 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 Emoji basketball. Emoji basketball. Emoji basketball. URL.
Not that time. The Lakers get the victory as they just squeak this one out by a point. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to
Ball game. Emoji happy
EASports.com.
tears.
As we
Emoji
say,
happy
so
tears.
long,
Emoji
everyone.
happy tears. Close ass game. Lakers versus Houston NBA live streaming. Emoji backhand index pointing right. Emoji backhand index pointing down. Emoji.
Victory on the
Great
scoreboard.
game.
I could get into detail about their play calling and
NBA
shot selection,
2K18
but
got
let's
shoot
be
so
honest.
bad cause
We all
NBA
know
live
that
stats
the
update
dunks
they
were the
added the
most exciting.
1W
I'd be
NBA live event
surprised
set.
if the rim isn't a little bit bent at this point. The Rockets lost a tight one today, and you can see the disappointment.
Sure, it's great they shot so well.
They
from
gotta
three,
add NBA
but none of
All-Star
that really
Weekend to
matters
stay
when
relevant.
Your team has one more loss to show for it.
Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Houston Rockets.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension,
What
they
do
were
you
pretty
think money
poor
of the
with their
sliders and the
perimeter
CPU?
defense. Closing out on
3-point
shooters
shootout
must
dunk
always
contest
happen,
Rising
whether
Stars
you're
Challenge
tired or not.
Celebrity Game Skills Challenge.
Player of the game.
Love the sliders with the gameplay, bro.
Here are the top 3 plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.
I knew you will like it. I've been weighing on if I should release my latest. Yay bro, they make you play the game the right way. Let us see those stats of each player. I want the legends back in NBA Live 2.0. I'd love play with Vince Carter with throwback New Jersey Nets squad. Look at them realistic stats. T-Mac with the Raptors. Shaq in Orlando with Penny. Grant Hill in Detroit. If you was to use EA sliders ULLC 2 to 3 players with points, everyone else would have 0 LOL, emoji happy tears. I tried to get Braun a triple DBL. Oh moo. Yay iconic, they should bring in classic teams as well. That would be dope. These are what you call real sim sliders. Everyone got buckets as they would in real life. Yes sir. Ema, put your sliders in the description. Try using these in franchise, even better. Yup, that's my next move. Best sliders on YouTube, that's a fact. Logging off, make sure you guys like and sub. ILL, get up with y'all later. Much love. JPB, you doing another stream tonight? Let me know what needs to be fixed. I am done streaming. Yay, I'ma watch over it and see what's up. Ijt why all great stream bro. My man, good looking on the sliders again. ILL get up with you. Appreciate it.